Welcome back to the channel, man. Breaking news, not really news, but a breaking story from Ian Rappaport. Basically, he tweeted out today, Saints coach Sean Payton has not committed to returning to New Orleans in 2022. And it says many close to him don't know what he'll do. What does this mean? Reading the story, it's no real evidence that any of this is true. Basically says Sean Payton went on vacation, hasn't, talked to anyone close to him and things like this. But man just could be on vacation with his phone off. I feel like maybe he feels like, why do I have to tell him I'm coming back? Under contract for 3 more years. What's the point of me telling people I'm coming back? It's my job. I'll be back when it's time to be back. That could be option 1. Option 2, maybe he could really be thinking about it, man. Obviously, after losing Breeze, this was an insane year. Obviously, the NFL has something against Sean Payton. Let's get that out the way right now. It's obviously a vendetta with Roger Goodell and against Sean Payton. It's just obvious. You've seen Sean Payton wearing the Roger Goodell as a clown t-shirt. It's definitely a beef between those two and probably between the NFL and the Saints as well. The quarterback situation, man. Sean Payton has had Drew Brees for, what that was, 14, 15 years? And now to go from, Jameis Winston, Trevor Siemian, Ian Book, Taysom Hill, it's not the same. He's been with the guy's entire career. So obviously I think those feelings come of like, he doesn't have an elite quarterback for the first time in his career. And that definitely changes things. But in reality, I believe Sean Payton will be the coach next year. But where there's smoke, there's always fire. Maybe he's actually considering it. No one would never know until Sean Payton speaks. Obviously, he's not talking to anyone about it. This is all speculation at the moment. But I believe he'll be the coach for the 2022-2023 season. If he's not, we'll go from there. I believe if he's not the coach, for some small chance, it'll just be Dennis Allen moving right up. He obviously just can't go to another team under contract for 3 more years. If he really just doesn't want to come back, another team would have to send us, draft compensation and things like that. But I don't think it's going to get to that point. I also read some things that, maybe he wants to be on TV for a year. Maybe he just needs a year off. Guy's been at it since 2006, been a coordinator, longer than that. So he's been at it 20 plus years. That's a lot. Some people just don't want to die on the field, man. Some people don't want to coach until their last days. So maybe he's really, thinking about it. Maybe he's really want to be done coaching and things like that. Has a Hall of Fame resume. I think 11th all time, 10th all time in wins. He can do what he wants at this point. But we'll see. I think he'll be right back at it next year. I just think he's on vacation, man. It's been a tough couple years, from the Minnesota Miracle to the Rams postseason to number 87 fumbling to, barely missing the playoffs this year after dealing with 4 quarterbacks and 58 different starters and things like that. I think it's just been a lot on him, been a lot on Saints fans, just been a lot on everybody. So if he's just taking time to consider things, I'm not mad at that. But I do think he'll be the coach next year. If y'all think he'll be the coach next year, if you don't, let me know in the comments. Do you think this is smoke? Do you think this is fire? Think this is a ploy by Ian Rappaport to get some more clicks? I doubt that, because he's an obviously well-respected reporter in the NFL game. But like I said, I expect him to be back. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. If you're not subscribed to the channel, if you're new, can you please click that subscribe button, turn those notifications on, man, and we'll see what goes on with this Sean Payton news. But this the Boot Tragedies, and welcome to the tragedy. Can't be the Saints without a tragedy going on, right? This the Boot Tragedies, and I'm out.